Hello and welcome to the Sagittarius Full Moon Community Ceremony. I am Judy Keating of Wise Transformation, and I'm so glad that you are either participating live or watching the recording. So appreciate you. Today I'm going to talk to you about an upcoming special that I have going on, and we're going to call in Sacred Space. We're going to talk about the timing. We're going to get ceremonial guidance from the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle by Lisa Michaels, and we'll be together an hour or a little bit less today. So, my birthday is coming up, and I decided that giving a gift to this community was the best thing I could do for my birthday. So I have created an offer where any one of the different type of healing sessions that I do, you get 75 minutes of my time for $50. And it's going to be from June 25th to July 25th, 2025. I liked all those 25s. So if you are feeling like you need a boost of some self-love, or you need to have your creation grids reset, or you want to have a private coaching session with me, we'll use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle as a guide, but we'll also have some one-on-one coaching. Any one of those sessions, Compassion Key, Crystalline Consciousness Technique, or a coaching session, any one of those healing sessions for $50. And if you go to wisetransformation.com, there's a special scheduling link where you'll only have to pay $50 for that time. So I just wanted to make that offer to the community in celebration of life and in celebration of all that you will you have brought to my life. So if there's anything that you would like help with, please reach out. And now we're going to open to the living field of creation. And I just ask that you center yourself in whatever way is true for you. You can put your hand on your low belly and on your heart and just bring your awareness inward. Bring your focus into your own unique inner realm as we connect to the elemental forces. Earth for a sacred container to hold ourselves, our bodies, our beingness as sacred. We just honor the containment that our body offers us. And we just call upon the element of water, the emotional realm, the subconscious realm, the realm that ebbs and flows, the realm that is our emotional self. And I just ask today that we get a dose of being clear, clean, and current, where we're not sourcing our emotions from the past. We're not looking to the future for a solution that's not ready to be here yet emotionally. We can just be gentle and kind and loving to ourselves today. Just imagine pouring yourself in a bath of warm self-love and kindness and gentleness and grace. And then we call upon the air realm, where we can envision a future where we are a world at peace. We are a planet at peace. We support each other. We can hold that vision vibrationally. And I just ask that you bring to today some optimism to any situation that you feel like you need support. Just ask the air realm, have one positive thought about whatever it is that might be on your heart or mind that is weighing you down. Just ask that it be lightened through some optimism. And then we call upon the fire realm. We're in this Sagittarius full moon, so it's very expanded energy. You may feel tired. because when we have our firepower expand to the highest and widest and deepest realm, that expands us on one level, but it also depletes us in another because we're putting all of our energy toward that, whatever that is in the fire realm, whether it be something in the future, whether it be a creation, whether it be trying to untie that knot that you've been working on for a while. So just resource. Just imagine that you have sun beaming on you in the most healthy way possible, just giving light to your cells, giving the right amount of warmth to your body so you just feel supported. And also just letting you rest. It's okay to rest and rejuvenate. That's part of the action realm. We have to have a cycle of rest and rejuvenation. So you can expand that today if you want in the fire realm. That feels appropriate. And then finally, we call on spirit, the essence, the source, the divine within you that you reflect outside of you. Whatever you see as the God goddess, whatever you see as the being that coheses all of the miraculous elements together. We just call upon grace and trust about our process today and just ask that we just allow these elemental forces to be our support today. You know, I just hear the words, call on the elements like your posse today. And just put yourself in the center of all that love and acceptance and warm energy as we step into the, the specific support that you can resource today from our questions and from the deck. So when we have a full moon in this, we also have a sun in an opposite archetype. So right now we're at that window of Gemini sun and Sagittarius full moon. And it's an air and fire combination. And so we're going to talk a little bit about each of those archetypes. The sun in Gemini teaches the importance of the mind and ideas. Gemini loves fun and games and imagination and fresh experiences. It's versatile and curious and often plays the comedian in perpetual youth. It's self-expressive through writing, speaking, or connecting to the divine muse through its many creative pursuits. In this time of Gemini, you might have a lot of ideas. You might feel like you are inspired by some new information. It's very, very likely. And Gemini likes to communicate, network, and bring news and information. And the moon in Sagittarius, which is full tomorrow, the fire sign, it teaches about expansion. It's dynamic, outgoing, truth-seeking explorer. It constantly quests for expansion by physically and energetically seeking out new ideas and territories. It brings its expanded awareness and discoveries back to share with others as a teacher of philosophy and of evolving states of consciousness. It passionately searches for the meaning of life through freedom, growth, and development, but it uses a lot of fuel. So we have to be aware of that. Even if you don't have Sagittarius in your chart, being in this full moon energy, you may feel more tired. And it's because your inner realm is matching the full moon and it's expanding to its widest possible lens right now. You're tapped into that, whether you have Sagittarius in your chart or not. And we're going to use that energy today to just see what wants to come forward as clarity and truth and meaning for you right now. So the first question to ask is, what do you want to expand in your life? This is a good time to have that broad question, because if you want to expand more joy, more connection, more creativity, more uh, organization, whatever it is, you can ask Sagittarius to help you expand any area of your life. So I'm just going to take a pause here. You might want to make a jot down of an area that you would like to ask Sagittarius to help you make bigger, expand, to take up more room. And that might mean that it might mean that you have to let go of some other things if you're going to expand things that you really want. It isn't about adding more so that you're overwhelmed. It's about making room for something to expand. If you imagine like a balloon, if you're blowing up a balloon and there's not room for the balloon to fully inflate, it's going to pop. So you really want to have room in your life for whatever it is that you're asking for expansion at this time. So connect to what you want to focus on in this full moon. It could be your health, it could be a project, it could be a relationship, it could be you're looking for truth and meaning, but you want to have an area of focus before we begin so that you can get guidance on your new full moon intentions as we set them. Okay, so I'm going to put on a little music and let you work on what do you want to focus on today. I'm going to pause the music. And if you need more time, just take it. You can pause if you're listening to the recording. We're going to proceed, and we're going to touch in with each of the elements. I give full credit every time that we use this deck. It's the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle by Lisa Michaels. If you want to order a deck, you can go to lisa-michaels.com. You can also download the deck on your phone through a link there. If you go to her website, the phone app works great. I really like it. So just know that you have the option to have your own deck if you don't have a deck. But if you do have a deck, I'm going to show the cards today. But if you have your own deck, I always encourage you to pull your own cards for the guidance that we get for this pre-full moon check-in, as it were, our community ceremony. So these are the earth cards. And I really want you to just take time and see which one of these cards, or more than one, speaks to you, says, I want to help you right now with your structure and form, with your step by step, with your day to day, with whatever it is that you're creating. So just go ahead and take a minute or two and pick one of the cards and make note of it. And if you're here with me live and you want to tell me, you can put it in the chat if you want. I pulled structure and form out of the pile today to help me. But you want the card to help you with the physical realm, meaning the containment, the structure, the getting something organized and efficient, putting it in motion on a calendar, those kinds of things. That's what the physical realm is about. So you want to utilize your card to ask the earth realm any question that you want about how do I create a system that allows me to make progress in whatever area it is that you're seeking guidance. So the physical is about our bodies, it's about our belongings, it's about our environment. Let me see, I think somebody offered their card. Oh, structure and form is good today for somebody else, so good. Awesome. All right, so I just come up with questions that are related to the full moon. And if this question helps you, great. If it doesn't, just open yourself to the earth realm, the physical. And my question is, where do you need to clarify what's true by committing calendar time to it? It could be something that you have been struggling with that you want to commit more time to. It could be something brand new that popped in about what's true now for you. It doesn't have to be what's been true in the past. So if this question sparks something wonderful, but we're going to play a little music and let you interact with Earth on the inner. Listen deeply to what Earth has to share for your particular guidance around your issue. Okay, if you could let me know when you are done, you could just give me a thumbs up if you need to. Hope you got a good message from Earth. Okay. We're going to go ahead and move on to the water realm. Okay, hang on just one second. Yep. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, so next is the water cards. These are the emotional cards. Where can you resource emotionally? What do the cards want to offer you as support right now? I have a card that literally jumped out at me like a fish out of water. It said, pick me. So take a few minutes and take a good look at the cards. And you can pick more than one if you want. Perfect. Let's see. I have ebb and flow with play. I did not pick a group card, but I was really, really drawn to clear, clean, and current. And I think it's because I needed to give myself emotional permission. I had I've been down, uh, meaning physically down, not well. And I needed to give myself a clean slate. So that's why I picked that card today. CCC, yes. Clear, clean, and current, and CCC as in yes in Spanish. Yep, yep. Sometimes we just need to do that for ourselves to just say it's okay to start over emotionally. Hit the reset button. So important. Okay. So I came up with a question. Yes, I came up with a question for water. And, what emotions are ready to be cleared? And in order to clear them, you may have to feel them. It may not be the best news, but where can you pay attention to your emotional realm in a way that allows the emotions to be cleared? That's a question you can ask. You don't have to ask it if it doesn't feel right for you. Just feel into water. Ask water to give you an emotional message of support for you today. I'm going to encourage you to give yourself a little more space here. Really allow the emotions to come forward. If you need more time, just hit the pause button if you're not with me. We're going to move on to the air realm, which is where Gemini is. So you might feel a little more quickening here in the air realm. And just open to what support air can be through looking at the air cards. Give them a good old look. I've got about 3 or 4 that are calling to me. So just notice which ones would be the most supportive right now. Okay, I narrowed it down to 2. I got focus and vibration today. Hmm. I'm going to share a message I got. I don't always do that, but listen to the most generous part of you when you talk to yourself. That's my message for what I'm trying to work on, which seems very appropriate. So just allow yourself to peruse the cards and get the support that you need. Ah, yeah, beautiful. Our friend Carol shares clearing deep, deep levels of unworthiness and devastation. Clearing the for thee, but not for me. Yes, that's a lie. Just want to put that in there. Um, we often hear things that aren't true. But yours plus breath, thoughts, a good sentence for me now. Yes. Breathing deeply. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing, you all. It's so nice when people share. Breathe, breathe. Yeah. Breathe thoughts. Beautiful. I like it. I like it. I like it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. So in this Gemini sun, remember, Gemini is all about play and can be a bit of a trickster. So how can you allow yourself to be open to the muse, the creative muse? Oh, breathe through them and breathe them through. I like this wordplay, Miss Gemini, who was tapped into the Gemini sun. That's beautiful. Breathe through them and breathe them through. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, wonderful. So as you feel into the Gemini sun, which is in the air realm, where does your thinking need to expand? Was the question I came up with today. And that just made me take a deep breath. So just if that question supports, wonderful. If not, just allow something fresh, something new, something playful to come in. Creative. Okay, if you need more time, you know what to do if you're not here, if you're listening to this recording. But I think everybody else is ready to go on. So, um, thank you, air. And now we move to the fire realm, which is what Sagittarius is. The full moon is in Sagittarius. So give yourself permission to really work with fire, play with fire in a way that is very, very helpful. I'm looking for my earth card. It's going to be transfer, or sorry, fire card. I think it's going to be transformation today. So I just want to share that apparently today I'm having just this wonderful voice give affirmation today. So I'm going to share what I got. I, you know, I pulled transformation, and the message is just because you have not been moving fast does not mean you have not been moving forward. I think I needed to hear that today, and maybe you did too. Hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now that we all have a card or two, let's ask fire a question. What actions that resonate your truth are calling you? What actions that resonate your truth are calling you? And if not that question, then resource from fire whatever you need. And I'll put on some music in just a second. Just want to look. Oh, Warmth of love allowed to breathe through as above, and fire spoke this also. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's just take a little pause here with some music. Let everybody else finish. Get your message from fire. Okay. Thank you, fire. Fire. I got a message about taking action on my own behalf as a routine thing. That truth, that actions that are in my own behalf, meaning doing things that are good for me, um, routinely, more often, will benefit me. That's my message for today. And now we move to spirit. These beautiful, beautiful cards. Just ask spirit to open to you and see where they can support you. Where does the unseen realm, the God Goddess, the loving architect of the universe, how do they want to support you? So I pulled life purpose and personal divinity today. And now opening to the most expanded support from spirit that you can imagine. Open to spirit and see how they want to support you with whatever you're focused on in the Sagittarius full moon. And what is spiritually true and meaningful for you now? What is spiritually true and meaningful for you now? If that's helpful, great. If not, just listen. And I'm not going to play music for this one. I'm going to ask you to listen to the silence. Ah, beautiful. Oh, Carol shares co-creation, personal divinity, sacred union. I am supposed to be here now, doing what I do and being who I am. And I'm grateful for that, Carol. Oh, I think it has been a time for doubts. Carol was vulnerable enough to share that she's been having doubts. Thank you for your vulnerability, Carol. Yeah, it's not been easy. Yeah. So now we're just going to put it all together in whatever way is true. In this time of the full moon of Sagittarius. And don't forget, Sagittarius is very optimistic too. I wrote about that in the e-zine this week, about focus on the optimism despite whatever's out picturing for you. Add some optimism. But touch base, look at your cards, see if you've got some sort of unified field takeaway message. We'll just take a couple of minutes to gather that. Okay. I got a couple of good messages to close this out. Ah, focus on me, myself, and I. Take care of these three. It is all okay and good. Thank you, Carol. What a beautiful message. Love that. I basically got, come on now. You know what it is that you're meant to do. Just stop worrying about how you're going to get there and keep going. So I leave today with the thought that in the Sagittarius full moon, rest, allow yourself to luxuriate in the play of Gemini and in the expansion of Sagittarius. Throw in some optimism, bring it all to a boil, pour yourself a cup, and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful energy. And know that we'll get together again on June 24th for the Cancer new moon. And I truly appreciate and love you as my community. And um, do hope that if it is a benefit to you, you'll reach out and schedule a $50 um, healing session with me. Carol's cheering me on. She says, yeah, I love those messages that say, come on now, really? You can't, sometimes you can't unknow what you know. I think that's what the bottom line was for me today. And just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, for listening to the replay, for enjoying these beautiful, beautiful energies and doing this work. It is so meaningful to allow the elements to guide us and to allow the astrological archetypes to inform how we maneuver. They love partnering with us. So enjoy yourself. Have a great full moon. Look forward to seeing you on the 24th if you can be here. And stay tuned. There's more good stuff coming. Take care of you now. See you soon.